What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This cast is mostly going out to unknowndesire7 because he just pledged $20 to my Patreon. So thank you very much, unknowndesire7, for being such an awesome dude. That is super cool, and I really appreciate it. Remember to cancel that pledge before, right after you get charged, so you don't have to pay $20 every month, because that's a lot of money, and I don't want you to be signing up for something you don't, you might not realize it's a reoccurring charge. That is considered a reoccurring charge, and I want you to know that it is. So if you don't want to pledge $20 every month to me, cancel it. But you're more than welcome to if you wish. However, I just want you to know what you are getting yourself into. But anyhow, Unknown Desire, email me at StealSpeaks@gmail.com how you want to handle your 2 replays, because this is a replay you actually sent in. Unknown Desire sent this replay in a while ago, back in June, and I'm just now casting it. So anyhow, if you want this one to count, then I have one more to do. But if you want to send in a fresh replay, I will be happy to do that. Have a fresh 2 replays. So anyhow, just let me know at StealSpeaks@gmail.com. So anyhow, thank you so much, Unknown Desire, for being so freaking awesome. So anyhow, the map is Open Palms. And the players are, we got Hope, another guy who is super awesome. You may have noticed that there's 10 videos in a row of this guy, because he sent me $100 a while ago. Such an awesome guy. He is the white Cyber Commander, putting down a bunch of mass extractors. Yes, he is going mass all day long. And I want to see what his first building is. It is a couple of land factories. Alright, and Unknown Desire 7 is going straight for air. He is the blue UEF commander. He is going hard on air. Air first. 2 air factories. That is awesome. I'm going to speed this bad boy up because it's the base building and scouting phase, and it is somewhat boring. No, I'm just kidding. It's not boring at all. But Unknown Desire with the bomber harassing these 3 factories just a little bit, just to see what he could do. And there's a bunch of bombers out. My goodness, let's slow this down to see how Unknown Desire handles this little assault. Now, radar station and hopefully AA towers would definitely do the trick right here for Hope. But it looks like this is going to be a minute. Yeah, that's going down. Boom. Down goes that radar station. Is it? Yeah, it's this wreckage there. Hope does not have the mass. He's sucking up that delicious, yummy mass. And it appears that free reign is going on in Hope's base. That engineer is going to die, most definitely. And down it goes as Factory AA gets up on the factories. And, ooh, that engineer, will it be killed? It is going to die. And boom, down it goes. Really great micro. If you notice, he microed the air to just, well, the first time he microed it out of range of the land factory AA. But the second time he tried to take out something, but was unable to really get in range. And there is a research station going down, and the mass extractors are holding strong. The energy generators are doing all right, but that engineer is not going to have a good day here in a second. Hope is trying to repair him. Didn't really repair him all the way, so that engineer is probably going to die in the next run. No! Hope Unknown Desire decided to attack something else. Now, back at home, Unknown Desire is building up some more bombers. Get 2-point defense. I see why he did that. Usually you don't want to do that, but he did that to cut off the fastest point into his base. Probably going to put a factory right here, which is going to make that position fairly strong if he gets a factory shield up, if he needs it. Now, It looks like Unknown Desire has the advantage here. He's taking out, well, he's not taking out mass extractors. He's just causing Hope to build more stuff up. Bunch of AA, bunch of air units that he probably wasn't expecting to build. Now, that mass extractor is still alive, and that engineer is healing it up. So nicely done there by Hope. That's a lot of free delicious mass there. And 2 meteors with the distraction of this mass extractor going down. 2 meteors made their way up the side and destroyed a mass extractor. So very well done there by Unknown Desire. Putting down an AA tower, trying to lock this area down right here. It appears that the engineers for Unknown Desire are expanding toward the back, and Hope and an engineer is expanding toward the front. Now that single solitary unit, you can see how quickly that was annihilated. Speed it up a little bit because they're building a bunch of stuff. They're scouting and building a bunch of stuff. Scouting and building a bunch of stuff is the way to be. Unfortunately, I think that factory is set to move right here, which is not a good thing at all. Yeah, that definitely is. Let's check it, see how long it goes. Yeah, that's not good. Now let's slow it down because Hope is pushing with his ACU. Now, Cyber ACUs are very, very strong against small unit types, especially like tanks, especially when they clump up. So, Unknown Desire could be in a lot of trouble against a Cyber Commander with the nanobot weapon. Now, it looks like Hope does not have the does he have the nanobot weapon? Maybe he does, I can't tell. I don't think so. But the rate of fire definitely is not there. Hope is taking a whole lot of damage from that mass extractor. Unknown Desire's Air Force may want to rethink going over that Cyber Death Ball. Whereas there's some AA, there's some adapters, and there is an Air Force waiting to do some damage. This is really tragic right here. That's really tragic. That's a bunch of units that are just going to die for no good reason. A lot of wasted mass. So if Unknown Desire could get his ACU or something in there to suck up that little delicious yummy mass that his opponent decided to gift him. Dat mass, guys. You got to get that mass, right? Now, let's speed this bad boy up because they're just building up. Like, you can see their expansions, which is definitely what you want to do. You want to keep expanding. And yes, he's got the dynamic power shunt. He's glowing red. That means that ACU has the nanobot weapon, or is really close to it. Watch out once that nanobot weapon comes out, or even overcharge. Unknown Desire is going to be in a world of hurt. Oh, there's that nanobot weapon, guys. Annihilating small units, no problem. Look at how fast everything goes down. Unknown Desire is kind of in a pickle. There are a bunch of air units here, and Unknown Desire has... Didn't he get the ACU movement speed upgrade? I think he did. That's why he's getting the heck out of there. Looks like Hope definitely went for that nanobot weapon. It's a very beautiful weapon when it hits, sucking up that delicious yummy mass in its opponent's base. He's basing in his base the way you want to do it, for sure. And down goes that point defense. That's got to be an annoying loss there for Unknown Desire. I would not want to lose a point defense at this point in the game because that's a lot of mass. That is a whole lot of mass. And Hope building in Unknown Desire's one of his natural expansions, building right there in an expansion that was supposed to have, but it looks like Hope has it. Hope really should be expanding in back or expanding to the side. He really needs to expand. But if he expands right here, that'd be okay, but it's a lot to defend. I mean, that you got all this here to defend, but right here is a really open flank. So a factory coming down here and just moving would be really effective to shut down that type of play. Now, Unknown Desire going at them with the fortified artillery, which is a great idea, actually. A really fantastic way to shoo an ACU away from your base. The factory is under heavy fire, and down it finally goes. So Hope is building more air units, which isn't a terrible idea. But dang, that land factory is still queued to go right there. So that's another reason why Hope may be losing, is because the factory queuing is a little bit off. Speeding up, again, we got some fat boys on the field. Let's take a closer look at what's on the field here. We got a bunch of research stations for Hope and several air factories. What is this? A nuke, missile, and nuke defense silos. So Cybran could build both at once. They don't have to build two different buildings or research two different paths. Now, looks like Unknown Desire is going for a joint attack between his air force and his land force. His land force is greatly outnumbered, but they are tanks versus bots, but the bots are shredding them. Most definitely, guys, that those little guys are shredders. Like, loyalists are definitely dangerous units in the game. One of the more dangerous units in this game, especially when in close. Now, you can see that tactical missile launcher on that nuke missile launcher reach quite a ways into Unknown Desire's base. What is Unknown Desire getting hit with? Well, there's a dead point defense, and it looks like a research station that's not building up. A second point defense, or an air turret, went down. Now, I like how Hope is expanding him back now. He's feeling comfortable to get his expansions going. Very nice. That is definitely a thing you need to do in this game, is expand, 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 or you are losing. There's no doubt about that. Now, there's a bunch of gantries on the field, land gantries for Unknown Desire. I don't see him building one darn thing. Let's take a look there. Now, see, ground fire right there is a really great idea, especially when the enemies are moving in single file. There is nothing being built from the land gantries, and that could be a tragedy or something amazing for the Siren player. Very unfortunate, by the way. I think Unknown Desire might be sending units straight ahead to Hope is sending units straight ahead to Unknown Desire's base just to see if he could get through, or he's doing it to see if there's ever any openings. But of course there isn't. Ground fire from Unknown Desire's units quickly dispatch Hope's. It looks like Hope is the upper hand here. He's got the nuke or the nuke defense, and he's literally pushing in with his nanobot weapon. Now, what he really needs to do is get up in here, and there's a nuke defense silo. There is 2 nuke defense silos, 3 nuke defense silos for Unknown Desire. Unknown Desire is definitely a smart character to make that happen. Now, Hope is keeping his distance from the enemy base. He really should send a scout ahead to see what the opponents have, because he's got that almighty nanobot weapon, which could definitely melt some of those units, or even at higher levels. Not melt them like super fast, but he can melt them pretty decently. He's got fairly decent attack ability in the original game. So, what is going on here? They're just staring at each other. Let's speed this bad boy up. Now, now it appears that Unknown Desire has a nuclear missile launcher. You could see the tactical missiles going into Hope's base. That is not what Hope wants to have, most definitely. And those Aegis, yes, there are a bunch of Aegis building up. Yes, I'm speeding up because look how much time this would take to cast. 33 minutes. I don't got that type of time, guys, even though I wish I did. And oh my god, mass conversion. I was just sitting here thinking, what are you doing there, Unknown Desire, with all that energy? Mass conversion. Definitely something that players love to do, especially newer players, but they don't know how to control the mass conversion. They oftentimes build the mass converters next to each other, unlike this in a kind of a grid pattern. Maybe these are too close and they'll explode and destroy each other, but they look like they're in a pretty good pattern. Now, down goes an air factory from... What is shooting? Is that just one air factory and its tactical missiles? Looks like a couple of them. Not air factory and its tactical missile. What did I just say? The nuke and its tactical missiles going all the way to Hope's base. That's nuts. That is definitely nuts. Unknown Desire gets training on his ACU, that is an escape pod. He's definitely got research to spare right now. Now it looks like Hope is going for an all-in attack. Probably would be best if he waited for, I don't know, waited for megaliths before he goes all in. Yeah, he's pushing in. He's got underneath the Aegis shield. I don't know what he's trying to do. Is he trying to destroy one of those Aegis? Because it looks like he's got the firepower to do it. It's down to half health. It is getting close to 25% of its health. And it's in the red, and boom! Down goes an Aegis shield. Definitely a sad sight for Unknown Desire. Now, Unknown Desire has the Mass Extractor upgrade and Research Station upgrade where it could shoot point defense at the enemies. And boom! Down goes Hope with Control K. I think he figured that was his last assault, and it didn't go as planned. So Unknown Desire is our winner. Thank you for pledging 20 bucks to me. Again, you could stay for month to month. That's fine, but you gotta tell me you got that money. You know what I mean? You're able to do that and not screw yourself over. And that's the last thing I want from you guys, to screw yourselves over because you want to support me. Because I care about you guys, believe it or not. You guys might think I'm just some guy saying, oh, donate to me, boo-hoo. No, no, no. I care about you guys. The donation's there if you want to. If you want to show appreciation for the videos I create. Not saying that people who don't pay don't appreciate it, but it always helps with a little bit of money, if you get my drift. But anyhow, Unknown Desire is the winner. Awesome job there. It looked like Hope had it in the bag there for a second. He was really pushing in and doing some work, but Unknown Desire was able to push back and really hold and contain the Cybran player, which is deadly for Cybrans when they're contained. Cybran need to spread out and have a whole bunch of have a bunch of units, have a whole bunch of units, destroy their enemy. They need a lot of them because Loyalists don't have a whole lot of armor. armor, but they do a whole lot of damage, I'll tell you that. But anyhow, it was a great match. I think I enjoyed it here. I definitely it was going nuclear, pretty much nuclear, however you want to pronounce it, whatever. But it looked like it was going in that direction, but no nukes were fired, I don't think. So Unknown Desire was awesome. Thank you so much for sending it in and pledging. You are an amazing guy. But remember to end the subscription if you so feel inclined and only want to pay just 20 bucks overall. So be sure to remember that. But anyhow, guys, I hope you guys liked this at home because I definitely enjoyed casting it. Unknown Desire is an amazing player. So is Hope. Hope is an awesome player. Great guy. Gave me 100 bucks. So 100 bucks from Hope and 20 bucks from Unknown Desire. So I could be casting these guys for a little while now. So Unknown Desire, please feel free to let me know what replay you want done. Send it, email it to me, and let me know if that is your reward that you want. So I really, really do appreciate all the help and support you've given me. So anyhow, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it because that helps me out. Comment down below, thank you, Unknown Desire. My desire is Unknown Desire. Comment something like that. And like this video. I think I already said that. Share with your friends. Is it that time yet? So share with your friends, family, and foes. And as always, everyone, GG.